So how do you get a real breakthrough in your network marketing or home-based business? So if you are someone who you have been trying to build and grow your business and you feel stuck, you feel like, I haven't really gotten my business off the ground. Maybe you haven't gotten your first customer yet or your first distributor. Maybe you've been trying to do online marketing, but it hasn't been working. Or maybe you're somebody who you've reached a certain level of success. Maybe you're making $300, $500, $1,000 a month, but you want to scale it to the next level and you're feeling like, okay, I'm stuck. I feel like I need to go to another level, but I feel like I'm not breaking through to the next level. How do I create my breakthrough? Because I've declared that 2018 is the year of your breakthrough. It is the year that you're going to have the biggest year inside of your network marketing business. Okay, that's cool to say, but how do you make that happen? Here's what I want you to remember, is that your breakthrough comes from breaking through your current challenge or your current problem. I did have an MLM Insider membership. And this is where I work more closely with network marketers who want to use the internet to grow a successful home-based business. So we cover not just marketing stuff, because a lot of people that I've coached, they didn't have a marketing problem. They thought they did, but they didn't. It wasn't what was stopping them from breaking through. It was either motivation problem, mindset problem, alignment problem. And what I constantly heard was, hey, I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I'm at one level and I want to go to the next level and I don't know what I need to do. And typically there's a problem. There's a challenge that they have, whether it's the challenge of how do I get myself to consistently market? For some people, the challenge that they have is how can I turn my marketing into more leads? For some people, it's, I'm really struggling with just having the passion for my business. There's always one problem or challenge that they're facing that is getting in the way of their breakthrough. And the key to them breaking through is them now facing that challenge or that problem head on. The biggest barrier, even if you know this, like you're like, okay, breakthrough comes from breaking through my current challenge. Here's what can stop you from actually taking what I just said and actually getting results in your business. Because I'm all about, hey, it's cool. We can give people one-liners, find the why that makes you cry. We can give all this stuff to all these people. But if they're not getting results, the one-liners ain't helping. Like we need to give them more of like how to apply it. So how do you apply this concept of a breakthrough? Your breakthrough comes from breaking through your current challenge. Okay, you take that and you're like, okay, the question that you might have is, okay, but so what's my challenge and how do I break through that challenge, right? So a lot of the work that I do with a lot of my clients, the reason why they're able to get like fast results within a week, within 2 weeks, within 24 hours is I can help them identify what the real challenge is. Because some people, they think it's one thing, but it's really not. And then I give them the right strategy to solve that problem or that challenge. So think about it. If you feel like you haven't been getting the results as fast as you want in your home-based business, it's probably because you're either working on the wrong problem or you have the wrong strategy for the right problem. So fast results come from working on the right problem with the right strategy. Fast results come from working on the right problem with the right strategy. So if you feel like the results in your business have been going slow or you haven't gotten any results, you're either probably working on the wrong problem and you're not having the right strategy for that problem. Okay, so let me give you an example. So I worked with a woman who was a Mary Kay named Catherine. She had started with me and she came to me. She's like, Angela, I'm frustrated. I'm doing Facebook marketing. I love my Mary Kay business. I am sold out to my Mary Kay business. I'm not looking at another business. I love working with people like that. People who actually want to build their business. They don't want to build another coaching business. They don't want to be affiliates of another system. They're like, no, tell me how to grow my business. Because that's how I was. That's what helped me get to, having success in my business. I was locked in solid to my company and I didn't want to try to build something else. So Catherine comes to me and she's like, hey, I've been trying to build my Mary Kay business on Facebook. I spent $100 in Facebook ads. I didn't get any results. So here's what I knew just from that one conversation. Catherine didn't have a motivation problem. You know why? Because she was actually taking action. She had a marketing problem. Her problem was she was taking action, but the action that she was taking on Facebook didn't yield results. So I said, okay, show me your Facebook fan page. And so I looked at her Facebook fan page, reviewed it, said, okay, you need to make that tweak. Within, I think it was like 2 days, got her first customer. Went from, I think before she started working with me, she had 20 customers. She's now at over 80. Just one tweak. It was one phone call. That was one thing that she needed. So we worked on the right problem and gave her the right strategy for that problem. Another example, another one of my clients, Denise. had gotten a couple of customers, right? A couple of clients in her business. And I knew, again, she's motivated. She's already gotten some clients. She had been doing some marketing. And so I had to identify, okay, well, what's the problem? Her problem, I said her challenge was, she's like, hey, Angela, how do I scale my business? Like, yeah, I've gotten a few clients. I love it. Like, I want to get in front of more people. I want more paying people. So I was like, okay, so her problem isn't motivation. She was actively doing some marketing. The problem was the strategy of what she was doing in her marketing, right? So I said, okay, let's take a look at what you're doing. I built out an entire funnel for her in terms of getting people from free value to now being a paid client with her. Now she had 7 clients within, I think, 30 days of working with me. She went from being somebody who had a couple, but then now she has a system for consistently getting 7 customers every time she runs this challenge. What was the difference? What was the difference? It was she was working on the right problem, but she didn't have the right strategy for, okay, how do I convert these people? And it was being able to have those conversations with me of like, okay, you got people into your challenge group, free challenge group. Okay, here's what you need to, how you need to make the offer for them to pay you. And then now here's how to have those sales conversations. It was working on the right problem and giving her the right strategy for that problem, right? And so I have many examples of this. So how do you apply this? Okay, number one, here's what I want you to do. If you want to get faster results, if you want 2018 to be your breakout year inside of your network marketing business, the first thing we need to do, if you want this to be your biggest year and you want this to be the year where you break through, a breakthrough comes from you breaking through whatever current challenge is keeping you stuck. So the first thing we need to do is we need to identify what the real challenge is. Not the one that you may think it is, but let's get clear on what is the real challenge right now that you're facing in your business. Work with another one of my clients. And so she's in Mary Kay as well. And she'd been buying like a whole bunch of training products, right? So she's like, Angela, I'm sick and tired of buying all this training stuff. And you know, she hadn't bought like all of mine, right? Like it was other people's stuff. And she's like, I bought all this money and I'm not getting results and I'm sick and tired of not getting results. And I said, okay. First, we need to figure out what's going on. Like after you buy a program, why is it not working, or are you not implementing it? And we need to like get that nipped in the bud now so that you won't continue to have this problem, because that's what's getting in the way of you breaking through. There's a challenge that you have with either identifying the right products to buy, or after you buy the right product, you're not either implementing it or you're not getting the help you need to now get coaching around what you're doing. So she's like, okay. So she hires me for coaching her business. And what I identified was she had a time management issue, right? Like it was like, hey, you could keep buying stuff. I was like, you could keep doing this, but if you really want to like get money back from what you're buying, we got to like nail this whole time management thing down, because you're in a PhD program, dissertation program, all like you have a busy, crazy life. So let's give you some time management training so you can know now how to manage your life and your time. Because that's the real issue. Because she's like, yeah, I want to go and do a summit, telesummit. I'm like, that's not Mary Kay system. Mary Kay doesn't teach you go do a telesummit. Like, I'm so stickler on do what your company teach you to do, but use online marketing. So I'm like, no, you don't have to do all that. And you don't I need you to stop looking at people's marketing right now and comparing yourself and say, oh, maybe I should try this. Maybe I should do Facebook. Maybe I should, that's not your issue, because you're not marketing yet. So the first step we need to get you to take is even just sitting and watching the training that you've bought. Why aren't you watching it? Oh, time management. Let's deal with that. Now she has a system for time management that can now get her to now start taking action. Now, once she starts taking action, if she starts taking action now and she's not getting results with her marketing, then that's when we go to addressing the marketing problem. Does that make sense? So for a lot of you, what I see over and over and over and over again is you got to get clear on what your real problem, what your real challenge is, and let's get to that. I had a great friend of mine who said, Angela, you're really good at stopping the bleeding. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? She's like, you're really good at identifying like what the real issue is, like getting to the real core of it and treating it so that now everything is healed. And I was like, oh, I never thought about that. But that is what I do in my life. That's how I've been able to get results and get results fast for people, is that we eliminate all this other stuff that they're focused on and say, okay, what's the real issue in your network marketing business? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about what is the result that you want in your business? And then I want you to think about what it is that you think is stopping you or holding you back. If you want help on that, I'm doing another Q&A call for my MLM Insiders, and for $1, for tomorrow at Tuesday at 8 p.m. For $1, you can hop on for $1 And what I recommend that you do, and I'm big on people getting a result from whatever. I don't care if you buy something I offer. I want you to get a result from it. So even if this will help you to now learn how to take whatever you invest in and get your result back, I've empowered you now so that now you don't ever have to worry about, oh, I don't know if I invest in this training, is it going to help me? Like, you'll know how to immediately get your result back from whatever you buy. I'd rather empower you for having the skill set that you can be good no matter what. So here's what I want you to do. If you feel like right now you're stuck in your business and you're like, I don't know if I'm working on the right thing. Like, I've listened to this, Angela, and you brought up a good point. Like, maybe I'm not working on the right problem, or maybe I am working on the right problem, but my strategy has been off. If you want help, I'm going to put a link below this video for a $1 trial for my membership. So the reason why I'm doing it today is tomorrow is my next Q&A call. So you can immediately pay the $1 trial today, and then tomorrow get on the Q&A call and get some help. And finally get someone to tell you, like, okay, here's what you need to be working on. Here's the right strategy. Boom, go. And you'll have that sort of advice. So here's what I recommend that you do. I'm going to put a link. Get started on the $1 trial so that you can be on tomorrow's Q&A call. What I always do with all my membership members is I have them submit whatever question that they have. Here's what I want you to do, because I want you to get the result from this call tomorrow. I want to give you some pointers on how to ask the right question, because here's the thing. You can join a whole bunch of other programs that have Q&A, but if you don't know how to ask the question, you still might not get the result from having a Q&A call, right? So here's what I want you to do. Once you get started with the $1 trial, and when I send you the link to ask your question for tomorrow's Q&A that I'm doing, even if you can't make it live, you submit your question, I will answer it, so that way you can watch the replay of it, right? And you can see your question being answered. But here's how you can get the most value from this Q&A. If you know, here's what I want you to do. Here's the right question so you can get the best results and get fast results from your business. If you haven't been taking any action in your business, here's what I mean by any action. You haven't been marketing. So even offline, you haven't shared with anyone about your product or service or your business opportunity. You could be like, well, I've been really busy. It's been a really, busy time in my life. Or it could be I'm scared, or I'm, I struggling to find the time. If you haven't been sharing your business opportunity or products with anyone offline or online, so you haven't really been doing like any Facebook posts, any Instagram posts, if that's the case with you, I want you, when you join for the $1 trial and you submit your question, ask me a question related to whatever's holding you back from taking action. So you're like, hey, you know what? I really want to take action in my business, but I'm really struggling with my time, or I'm not really motivated. Like, I really deep down inside, I'm not really passionate about my business. How do I get the motivation back in my business? Or how do I find a business that will allow me to get motivated? Or, I want you to ask questions around that. Because if you ask me a marketing question, you haven't been doing anything so that would be the wrong problem. Does that make sense? Now, for those of you who you have been marketing, like you're like, no, I've been taking action. I made Facebook posts just yesterday, or I made posts today, and I just haven't been getting any leads or any traction with it. For you, I want you to, when you get started on the $1 trial, I want you to ask your question related to marketing. And here's what I do on the Q&A forum. I ask for specific information. So if you've been marketing on Instagram, you'll see where I'll say, send me the link to your Instagram account, or send me the link to your Facebook, whatever, so I can go in and actually see what you're doing and say, okay, and review it, just like I did with Catherine, just like I did with Denise. I went in and looked at, like, oh, okay, here's the tweaks you need to make. Because you're just one strategy, one tweak away from just getting results. You just maybe never had the feedback. And so you're doing all this energy, you're doing all this activity, but you're not getting results because nobody actually kind of like reviewed it and said, okay, here's what you need to fix. And that's the one thing that you need to break through. So again, if you haven't really been doing any marketing, join for the $1 trial and submit your question so I can answer it tomorrow, related to mindset, fear. Maybe you've been afraid to take action online. Maybe it's time management. Maybe it's motivation. Ask me a question related to that so we can get you into action, right? And you'll also have marketing training that you'll have access to as well. But first, we need to figure out why you haven't been moving, right? And then for those of you who you have been moving, but you haven't been getting results from what you've been doing, ask me a question related to your marketing and send me the link so I can actually review specifically what you're doing and give you tweaks so you can get faster results. Fast results come from working on the right problem and having the right strategy for that problem. And so that's what I wanted to offer you today, because I see so many people wasting money and wasting time buying training program after training program, product after product, and they're still not getting results. And it's just because they're not working on the right problem, and they're not having the right strategy for that problem. And so my MLM Insider group is where I'm able to do that one-on-one help with people to like really finally figure like what's going on, right? Like, and help people. And they've been getting some amazing results from the people who've been showing up and taking action and taking advantage of this membership, right? And finally having access to someone that can help them. And so just wanted to hop on here. So even if you just take away from this call, like, hey, my breakthrough this year in my business is tied to me breaking through my current challenge. Your breakthrough comes from you breaking through your current challenge, facing that challenge head on, facing the right challenge and facing it with the right strategy. That's how you're going to have your breakout year. That's how you're going to have 2018 be the biggest year that you've ever had inside of your network marketing business. So I just want to hop on. If this was valuable to you, be sure to like and comment and let me know what you got from this, because again, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you're passively watching this and you're not engaging and interacting with it, then that's something that you want to take note of, because if you buy training where it's video training or audio training and you just passively consume it and you don't engage with it, you're not going to get the result that you want for it. So take advantage of this. Like, you've just invested your time to watch this Facebook Live. So you want to make sure, like, I want to get results from this. So comment, engage, let me know. And then, like I said, I'll also include the link for my dollar trial. And if you know any network marketer or somebody who's in business who you feel like this would be helpful for them to like figure out what's the thing that can help them with their breakthrough, if you feel like that will help them, or if you feel like you know someone maybe on your team or in your company that has been struggling with getting faster results and this was helpful to you and you want to pass it on, feel free to do that and share this video with those people as well. So with that being said, that is my tip of the day. Take it, implement it, and for those of you who want to move forward with the dollar trial to get clarity finally on like what the real issue is that's holding you back and get a strategy, I look forward to having you inside of my MLM Insiders membership and having you and helping you on the call that we're doing tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye.